Hi, we're here with Crystal, and we're going to be demonstrating the 1-hour Flexi-Strand weave product. Crystal is going to be wearing the half wig product. So we're going to take the front of her hair and we're going to part it so that we can leave it exposed. And this she will comb over the wig. And what we're going to do is actually turn this wig into a weave product. Okay, so we're going to leave out about 1.5 inches of Crystal's hair on each side. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is clip away the back. And we're going to braid the front area. So we'll start braiding that. And as I said, this hair is going to be reserved and we'll comb it over. Okay, we're just going to put a little clip here. Braid the other side. Okay, we have given Crystal a face guard because the Flexi-Strand is actually applied inside out. So we have the partial head wig product right here. But in order to apply it, we need to turn it inside out, where the braiding hair, we have 4 rows of braiding hair. Here's the first row, which goes in the front. The first row goes in the front. The second row goes around the crown area of the head. So I have braiding hair here that goes around the crown area of the head. The third row goes from ear to ear across the back, and finally the last row is at the nape of the neck. So we start the application process by turning the unit inside out, and I'm actually going to have it facing Crystal momentarily so that I can actually see my starting points. So it's facing her. I'm going to put a little clip on either side just to temporarily keep it in place. And I'm actually going to find my braid width at this point. I want to make her braid the exact same width as the width of the braiding hair in front. Okay, I have that. So now I'm combing her hair and the braiding hair together. Here's her hair, here's the braiding hair. So let me turn you to the side and kind of see the two separate. Here's her hair, and here's the braiding hair. Okay, so I've combed them together. And I'm going to braid the two up. At this point, I'm connecting the unit to her natural hair. Okay. So I've finished half of the first row, and Crystal's hair is pretty long, so I'm just going to braid it down, braid it all the way to the end. To complete the braid process. Okay, so I've got the first braid completed, and now I'm going to do the same on the other side. Same row. So we split the row in half and come from the outer corner of the row to the center. And this keeps the braid nice and flat. Again, I'm folding down the front ridge so that her hair is right next to the braiding hair. And I'm just going to finish this braid. It's important that the client's hair be protected, and that's why we braid it all the way to the end. Okay, that's the braid that I finished. And now we're looking at the hair that's going around to the crown piece. So I've affixed the front braid to her hair. Fantastic. Now I'm going to part the hair to create the second braid. We've now completed braiding the top of her head. And this hair, it will not be connected. So now we're going to get the hair that is to be connected around the crown area and fold it back so that we can braid it in. Okay, and I'm just going to put a little clip to kind of keep it in place. Temporarily keep it in place. And we're going to start on this side. And here's where I am going to connect. Here's the hair from the Flexi-Strand unit. And here's the client's natural hair. And I'm going to comb the two together to blend. Just comb them together. And now I'm going to braid the two up. So here's the hair from the Flexi-Strand unit. Here's the client's hair. And now I'm going to braid the two. Create a nice, secure little French braid. And the client's hair is long. As you can see, Crystal has long hair. So I'm just going to continue braiding off base. I've now reached the center, so it's always from the outside edge of the hairline to the center. And I just want you to see that braid. Can you see that braid all the way through? I'll try to zoom in a moment so you can see that braid a little bit better. Okay, so here's where I have connected her hair to the unit from the front face line all the way to the center of her head. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now I'm going to take this side again. Here's the Flexi-Strand braiding hair from the unit. And I've just folded it back. And here is her hair. Here's her hair. Here's the Flexi-Strand hair. And we're just going to comb them together to blend them. And again, I'm starting at the front of the face line. Okay. So here's the front of her face. We're starting right at the hairline with the Flexi-Strand hair. Here it is. And we're going to join it with her hair to secure the unit down so that it will not move. Okay. And again, we're just doing a little French braid. This process is not painful at all. I now have reached the center. Here's the braid that I had finished before, and now I'm going to finish braiding the hair to the end. In order for me to connect the next braid, I must again braid down her hair so that it's nice and flat. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll stop the camera and then I'll start back once her hair is braided.